What's up, gamers? This is NGG here with another episode of the GG Gamers podcast, and we have two of our guest hosts with us. We have Marz and Miggy. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves and introduce your channels?
Well, I'm pretty sure that's Miggy up there. So that would make no. Player One Miggy. I don't have a channel quite yet. But Player One Miggy everywhere on the sociables except for Twitter, aka X. I forgot my name on there because I got pre-banned before Elon and I had to sneak back in through the back door. But I'll drop that once I figure that out. I was innocent. I tell you, innocent. If y'all know me, I was innocent.
Marz?
All right, I got to do an introduction.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Always.
Hey man, y'all look. You know how it is with me. You know how I go with me. Look, Marz, Lazy James, all these things, all these names. Look, man, today we getting straight to business. Don't worry about my channel. Don't worry about none of that. Just listen to what I gotta say, okay? That's all you need to know. Y'all know I hang with Gamer. I'm in Gamer's Discord. That's all you need to know about me. Just check out the conversation. Intro done.
You like straight to business.
So today we're gonna be talking more about our feelings towards the Switch 2, just because things keep coming out that we are not happy with. We get more people that are not happy with what's going on. So it's not just me, guys. It's not just me, guys. It's not just
it's just
me,
us three.
okay?
It's just us three.
Just us three, yeah. Just us.
So,
Oh,
we're gonna first talk about pricing of the Switch, pricing of the games, and then any other. I feel like I also want to get into the Xbox crap as well today. But let's first talk about. If you guys didn't watch my last episode, I talked about what I thought about the pricing of the Switch itself, the console itself. So we'll get into what Marz and Miggy think about the pricing of the Switch itself before we get to the pricing of the game. So, Marz, what do you think about the pricing of the Switch itself? Not the games, just the Switch itself, and what features were brought in for the Switch?
Pricing of the Switch is a non-issue for me. I was expecting $450 to $5. It's $450, right? $450. $450. I'm not, because it's a one-time purchase, right? One-time purchase, $450. I'm not mad about it. The features, nothing to write home about. I'm gonna leave it at that.
How about the Joy-Cons?
Oh, the price on the Joy-Cons? Oh, so you trying to get me? What, you talking about the price?
I'm talking about the Joy-Cons themselves as well.
Oh,
like,
the magnets.
Yeah, the magnet. I'm getting into all of it.
Yeah. Now, Gamer and I was talking like offline about what I thought about the magnets. So let me let the people know. I thought they was going to be kind of janky, but look, based off of like, cause they're doing this this road trip and letting people get hands on with it. Like, people have tried to like make it fall off and stuff, and it won't. Like, that magnet is really, really good. Shout out to Nintendo and the magnet engineering behind that. So I'm not tripping off that, but I do have a problem with the price of the Joy-Cons. How the price of the Joy-Cons? I'm just getting a Pro Controller. Just buy a Pro Controller. The Pro Controller is cheaper than the Joy-Con. I think it's I think it's a $10 difference. I don't want to say if it's 80 or 90, but it's like up there. And then the Pro Controller is $10 cheaper. I'm just getting the Pro Controller. I'll get the Joy-Cons that come with it. I'm not buying extra Joy-Cons for a hundo, pretty much.
Okay. Miggy, your thoughts on the pricing of the Switch and the features and the Joy-Cons themselves?
To go back, the Joy-Cons for 2 pairs, $94.99. And so I think the 2, or is it the other Pro? They don't have a listed on here. The Pro if you said it's $10 more. The Switch 2 Pro controller is $84.99.
Yeah, so it's $10 cheaper.
Yep.
So I'm just getting the Pro controller.
Yeah, so I go back and I get to this. I expected the Switch 2 was going to be. I was expecting, because how much was the Switch OLED? 300?
350?
300, I think. I think it was 300. Did they raise it to 350? I felt like it was the same
it was
price
more than the Switch. It was more than the regular Switch.
Okay.
It was $50 more than the regular Switch.
So I expected 400, 350 to 400 for the Switch 2. $450, $50 more. I mean, okay. I mean, I'm not happy about it, but I'll deal with it. Okay. As far as the features and everything, as far as the magnetic grips, because I think I damaged one of my Joy-Cons on there because something happened with it. Yeah, I think one of my Joy-Cons doesn't dock anymore. Shout out to Cracked. I got one of their handhelds to slide the screen in. It feels better than the Joy-Cons, so I'm fine with that. And yeah, one thing I would be getting would be the Pro, the Pro controller for $85. And I never had any issues with Joy-Con drift with any of them. And since they're using the same technology, the same analogs in there, I mean, I'd still be, I know it sucks, but I'd still be good because I never had any issues out of it. But yeah, as far as the only thing I'm interested in is getting hands-on with the graphics of the game, because using the NVIDIA's technology, was going to have that AI in there, which is going to help boost being able to render graphics for some of these games. So I'm interested about that, see how it handles the games. But yeah, I'm just okay. I mean, I didn't pre-order one. I'm gonna get one. And they got one game that I'm excited to get. We'll probably get into that when we talk about the games and whatnot. But excuse me. But as far as the console goes, I'm okay with it. I'm just okay, like a soft fine, you know. I wish it was cheaper.
He's a soft fine. So I'm just gonna do a mini recap in case you missed the last episode. I'm okay with the price of the Switch. I like the feature of the screen sharing, because that's something that I can get behind with playing with my sister single player games, and sometimes I need help with. So I like that feature. It looked laggy though, and I will say that it looked laggy when people were sharing their cameras on the actual video, and I'm like, if they can't make that look good, I wonder about it. The mouse functionality on the Joy-Cons, I feel unneeded, unnecessary, and if they're using the same analog controller from the other Joy-Cons, we're fucked. Just in the price of the controllers alone, and if it's the same analog sticks that they know for sure we're breaking, if they put the same ones in, why? Right? So that's where I was with that. Now let's get into, yes, go ahead.
I just want to make one statement about the laggy thing. That Nintendo did put out an official statement during Treehouse Live that they made it not too lag, but they don't care that it lags, because they think the person that's gaming, is going to be looking at their screen and only glancing down every now and again to those other boxes. So they didn't want to put all the power into try to making it 30 frames or 60, like on those little boxes. Like, you just need to glance and kind of get an idea, so that it can be. I just wanted to say that, like, they know it lags, and I don't want to say they don't care, but they did say they didn't put emphasis on making it look better. Because they want your screen to look good. They want your screen to be coming in at the 60 and all that stuff.
We care, but
they don't want to take power away.
I will say that they had that big screen. When that person on their video touched the screen below, it was still laggy when they blew it up. So I feel like that's an excuse.
Yeah, it might be an excuse. I'm just saying they did put out an official statement, because a lot of people were saying something, so they made an official statement about it.
Well, when that person on the video touched the other screen to make it big, it was still laggy. So, I mean,
and I think it's gonna lag. It's definitely gonna lag, but that's their defense on it.
I mean, to be fair, it's 2025. To be fair, it's 2025. I don't know how many people are actually going to utilize that camera, that feature. They're Nintendo's late on this one. to be fair,
late on that one.
Nintendo did the bare minimum with the Switch 2. They did the bare minimum, the little mouse gimmicky thing. The camera thing, they're behind it. Xbox 360 did that. Y'all remember Xbox 360, little camera and everything? They had that. You could do all that with. I'm not complaining about it. I don't need it. Nintendo, they showed me and did exactly what I wanted. Better graphics. That's it. I don't need the gimmicks. I don't need the gimmicks. Just give me the games.
I mean, I do appreciate the screen. Like I said, because I play solo games, sometimes I need help. I do appreciate that feature being a feature, right? So, if I was gonna get a Switch 2, because I'm not saying I'm getting it. I don't think I've ever said I was getting it at this point. If I got it, I think I would only get it if I knew my sister was gonna get the Switch 2, and that would be it. That would be my only purchase on the Switch 2 as of right now. And let's talk about the pricing of the games, because that is why I am not picking up a Switch 2, because of key cards and pricing. So we're gonna first get into pricing, and then we'll get into key cards afterwards. So what do we think about this variable pricing? We let Marz go first last time.
I was going to say, get him, Marz.
No, because I know Marz is going to go now. I'll let you go first. We're going to give Marz a chance to like...
Look at that smile. Get him.
We'll give him a chance to stew. You tell us. What do you think about the pricing of the Switch 2 variable pricing? Some games are $80, some games are $70. Okay, Miggy, what about these pricings? What do you feel about these pricing? Because I know Marz is gonna go off.
You want me to go? Oh, okay. I can be
want
short
you to
and
go
sweet.
first.
Okay. I was gonna let Marz have it. Yeah. Nintendo. Why? $80. Y'all think somebody want to pay $80 for a doggone Mario Kart game? You can always open world. Oh, it's better than no. Because of y'all started something. I don't. It's kind of hard to talk about the pricing and not talk about the other half. But $80 for a game, y'all forget this is a luxury item. This is a luxury item to pass the time. This is not supposed to contribute to problems, but it's supposed to help us escape our problems. I mean, some problems, some people have problems bigger than mine, and I'm not going to complain that much, but it's a fun thing. And people are going to realize soon that they don't need gaming. They don't need the game. I mean, backlogs. I don't need to buy new games. I can go and dig back in there and play all those games. And there's emulation. That's all I'll say about that. But we don't need to get new games. So I mean, I think $80 is a bit egregious, and even $90. And even if y'all trying to push towards digital, y'all need to be the deeper discount if it's going to be straight digital. If it's like, all right, $8 for physical, $60 for digital. Or yeah, 60, because that was an old school price. I mean, I'm just saying, if that's the way that y'all trying to go, y'all got to do something. Y'all got to do better. But Nintendo, as I always say, Nintendo is the Disney of gaming. They're so anti-consumer. They feel like they've been untouched. The Switch one let them swell their heads. They let them get a big head, and they were like, "Oh, we can do no wrong." They forgot about the Wii U. Y'all forgot about the Wii U, Nintendo. I hope they learn from this, and I hope that they roll back and
and the N64.
The N64 did decent. It didn't. I don't think it did as bad as Wii U. Don't quote me. I don't think it did as bad as Wii U.
Oh, yeah, but the PlayStation was the brand new system took over the N64.
But I mean, it took over. But as far as the console goes, like just rating it, against themselves. I mean, yeah, because the PS2, my library, because I had both. The PS1, yeah, my library for both. I had a big library. My library for PS1 was bigger than the 64. But yeah, it's $80 is a bit much. It's a bit much, and they're trying to blame it on rising development costs, the state of the industry, and the big T word. So I don't know. Something's got to give. I give it to Marz.
Go ahead, Marz.
I'm down with what Miggy said. Now, my main issue, and I've been screaming this all through the streams, everywhere. $80 a game, right? Like if you're paying like okay, not every game's $80. My thing is, let's just say 80 look like it's gonna become the norm. And then where I'm from, you paying about 85 to 86. We have 9% sales tax here, almost 89 after the fact, right? So let's say average person pays about $80, $85. 10 games is $850. I can't have 10 games in my house. $1,000 of 10 games, pretty much. You're close to $1,000 for 10 games. And even if you do or don't got money, it's the principle. It ain't about if you could afford it or not. Like 10 Nintendo games shouldn't be anywhere near $1,000. Especially the staple games that they got. They got 10 staple games. Look at their top 10 sellers list, their top 20. Like all those going to be $80. Well, these are our top premium games, and you play them 103. You got 6,000 hours. We want to make sure we're getting the money per hour. Nah, man. We're coming from an era, in the Switch era, where Gamers Club Unlocked was still around. We were paying $20, $30 for brand new games on the first Switch, right? The OG jump. Now, no game. We don't have any of that stuff around. First and foremost, to kind of help us. Like, we're really struggling not to pay full price for these games. Like, we're looking and looking. On top of that, you increase the price. We really need Gamers Club Unlocked now. You know what I mean? We need GameStop and Best Buy and Target or all these places to like where the discount at, because we can't do 80. We can't do 80. Okay, well, we don't need that Target either. I don't know. But we just need, there's nothing now to, like, back when it was cheaper, we had like, well, yeah, come get the new game, buy one, get one, this, that, and the third, right? But now it's like, now that they're 80, everybody's just riding. Of course, the retailer's gonna ride with it. I mean, they know the game gonna sell, so yeah, they're gonna get as much out of it as they can. But I'm just disappointed that out of all the companies, Nintendo is the one to lead the way on an $80 game. Let Xbox and PlayStation do that. Let them lead the way, and then at least you could be like, oh, well, we gotta keep up with industry standards. You can't even say that now. You setting the industry standard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one of my, and I told Gamer this, I don't want to derail from what she's saying, but I just want to say this real quick. One of my main things has been Nintendo looks like all these other companies now. Nintendo used to stand out from the other companies. Now they look more like an Apple, like company, like, hey, we're just gonna do what we can to get this money. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll kind of roll back when we need to. But yeah, $80 games, I can't do it, man. I just can't.
I mean, they truly are looking like Apple. Is it Apple behind Samsung and all this stuff in graphics and technology and all that stuff? And they're still charging more than all the other companies. They're literally trying to be Apple.
So to be fair on the Apple standpoint, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
The one nice thing about Apple is they control their hardware and their software. So they only have to worry about making their software work on their devices. So you're paying a little bit of that exclusivity. The pricing for Apple, I think, is still egregious, but you get that quality. But the pricing is high. It's high.
And let me just say something for variable pricing, and then I'm gonna end it. Okay, fine. If you want to say, because they can see our hours on the games, right? They see all our hours. Damn, they're playing Splatoon. The average person has 4,000 hours in Splatoon, and we only sold it for the 60. We could have got them for the 80. All right, cool, that's fine. My thing is, it never goes the other way. What if I only spend 5 hours in the game? Am I gonna pay $20 for it? Well, they don't play this game. Make it $5. Make that a $5 game. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's variable pricing, right? Right or wrong? Let me know. Like, so if it's gonna go the other way, if it's gonna go the $80 way, it need to go the $5 way too. You can't just have, all right, it's 60 and up. Like, nah, that's not variable pricing to me. Like, you got to go the other way. Well, nah, this is they can beat this game in 10 hours and they really don't replay it after they beat it once. Matter of fact, they sell it a lot. Let's just make that a $20 game. It won't be like that. They'll just be like, oh, this is the big boy. Make it 80, 90. Yeah, 90. Like, what's and then it's subjective. It's like,
because there's no cap. There's no cap.
Like, it's good to you. Everybody don't rock with Splatoon. You know what I'm saying? Why make it an $80 game?
I hope y'all look forward to $100 GTA 6 this year. Yeah.
That's why they say, no, let me stop. All right, I'm gonna end mine.
So my thing, and this has been my point for a while. If you ever go back to any of the old podcasts I used to do, this has been my point for a long time when it comes to the games on the systems. These games, you're paying $80 for. They want you to pay $80 for now. I'm not gonna, but whoever wants to pay it, that's your prerogative. Are not complete when they come out. These games they are game-breaking glitches. They're not complete. They're still updating them. They're still, and don't forget, guys, they're gonna get you on that deal. Not me. They're gonna get you guys on that DLC tip. I don't buy a DLC digitally. I'm not buying a DLC digitally at all. I will buy a DLC physically. Like, I have the Xenoblade 2 whatever Torna. Basically, I'll buy a physical digital game, but I'm not buying I'm not spending $30, $30, $40 on a digital on top of an $80 game. That game ain't complete. They take features out to sell it back to you as DLC. No fudging way. You're not getting it from me. You're not. I'm not doing it. I'm not buying it. I must say right now, I have a library and I can wait. And I'm gonna keep preaching this. These games are, and everybody's just this. We all just took it, right? We all just took that these games are not complete on cart. So even if, say, the game is $80, are you gonna make sure that you quality check that game before that shit comes out? Because I don't want to pay $80 for no stinking game that has a day one breaking anything on it, and you got to do a massive day one patch on it that can't be put on the card because you can't download it onto the card. It's gonna be on your Switch itself, and you want me to pay $80 for that crap that you're not quality checking like you used to? Where's our quality checks? Why are you taking features out of a game that existed in a game just to sell it back to us as DLC? No effing way. You're not getting me. You're not. You can get somebody else. I'm not it. I'm not the one. I'm gonna just say that on what I feel about, and we let it happen. We all collectively. I'm not gonna say I'm not guilty of it. I'm guilty of it. I let it happen too. I bought games. I mean, I try my best to make sure that I look. There's a website that you can check to see what's complete on cart, and I do my best to buy and wait till like a revision comes out. I try not to buy right away because hashtag never pay full price for your games, guys. Never pay, and don't pay overpriced either. Not no fudging $80 games, guys. All right.
You want to know how much I paid for some of my games?
Yeah, I know. No. Let's get into I know I had to explain it to you, Marz, but let's get into the key card situation and what you guys feel about it. If there's any more thoughts on it, obviously I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna let Marz go first on this one. Marz, the key card situation where Nintendo's only selling these third-party companies two options: 8GB card or 64GB card, and those are the only ones they're selling. The companies are going with the $8 gigabyte card option. What is your thoughts and opinions on that?
Yeah, I'm not rocking with it at all, in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I mean, of course, when you do that, what you think they gonna do? What you think they gonna pick? Okay, bet, say less. Digital, download it. You know what I'm saying? I think what what's the game that's the big game that's coming over? The one that had the bad release.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, they're the only one that was like, well, we'll put it on the cart. Don't sweat it. You know
Daemon
what I'm
X
saying?
Machina is doing it too.
They're putting it on the card.
Let me rephrase it. It's Daemon X Machina Daemon X Machina 2 is going to be all on the card in the US. Outside the US, it's not all going to be on the card. That's another crazy thing they're doing.
But yeah, so I'm not rocking with it. And then of course, I just found out like 4 days ago that you have to have internet. I mean, I guess I should have known that, but yeah, you got to have internet to the house to download it. So people, and not everybody still got internet like that. I know people that don't got internet. Like if you live in big cities and stuff, you're probably used to everybody having internet. But I live like in the sticks, and everybody still don't like internet. Just ain't really available for everybody. But people do have like switches and stuff. So when they pick up a Switch too, they might be in for a shock when they get a game that say, "Hey man, they got to slide to McDonald's to download the game or something." So it's just kind of yeah, I'm not rocking with it at all. So, and then of course it goes away from the physical as well. So it's just another barrier to gaming. They keep creating barriers to gaming.
Okay, Miggy, what's your thoughts and opinions on these game key cards?
Trash. Garbage. Caca. It's so I know currently I forgot the name of that website where you can go and check. I think that website is going to need y'all need to bookmark it. I'll have to look it up, but just like going forward, I mean, I know they're putting on the card now. As of now, like you get some games as part of the data is on the disc or the card, and you download the rest of it online. I think the way these key cards work is none of it's going to be on the cartridge. It's just going to be basically like a key. So it's like, all right, you download the game, download the game, pop the card in there, bam, you're authorized to play it. Go forth and have fun. And I know in my situation, that's something that I could benefit from because I do buy digital games on the occasion, just the games that I don't care about. Like if I like, I'll pay like single digit pricing for it. And like if it happens, if I delete it from my card and I want to play I forgot the name of that anime with Kirito and Sword Art Online. I want to play Sword Art Online. I'm gonna download it. Oh, it's been removed from the store. Oh well, that's like $5-6 out of my pocket. You know, that's gone. But any game that I really absolutely care about, that I want and must, like, it's on my shelf. I got it physical. But the few digital games that I do have that I want to play, and then there's some indie games that I also support that don't even have physical. But like, I play at work. For some reason, security internet protocol, I don't know what. I'm in IT and I'm not that part of IT. I'm not that smart. But I can't connect my Switch to the Wi-Fi at work. So if I want to play a digital game, it needs that Wi-Fi, the internet, to check to make sure I can play it. Well, if I had the key card or whatever, I could pop that in my system, and it's like, oh, you can play it. Go. Not to say I wouldn't dare. Like, well, there's one game that I want to play. But I'm gonna try hard. Bravely Default. I really want to play it so bad. Go ahead.
I just want to let you know that there is something that they put on the Switch now.
Mhm.
Now it's on the new Switch, on our Switches now, that you can digitally pop out your game from your primary and digitally pop it into your secondary, and then you shouldn't have that problem anymore.
What that mean?
So that's that means they're trying to treat it like you pop. They're trying to essentially treat it like actual physical. So you pop it out. Say you pop it out of your primary Switch, and then you pop it into your secondary Switch, and then you won't need to verify it. That's just a new feature that they added to the Switch One now. So that wasn't a feature before when you were playing. They just added that. So you might, if you.
So I have to remember to pop it out of my Switch before I leave the house and go to work.
You have to remember to digitally pop it out and pop it into your others. I mean, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that I agree with that feature.
No,
I'm just saying it is a feature. I'm just letting you know it's there, just so that they're saying, oh, but you guys, there's this. I don't want nobody coming out and saying, but you don't have your facts straight. Now, I know that this feature exists. Whether I agree with it or not is a different story. I just letting you know it exists.
See, my thing is, it needs to make it easy. If I pay for a game digitally, which I really do, if I pay for a game, a digital game on my system, I should just be able to, it's mine. I download it via the internet, all that stuff. It's mine. It's attached to my account. It's mine. I can play it wherever I want, in the sticks. I play it in my basement, in the bunker. I can play it anywhere that I don't have to worry about. That's the whole thing. But these cards, having to do research now, looking for that white box and white label on the games that I want to get. That's another thing. That's another thing that's that doesn't sit right with me. I mean, so far right now, there's only 2 or 3 games that I really want. And that with the white mark on the box, is that for that you stream that game, or is that digital?
So it's the same thing as a key card. That's why I brought it out. It's exactly a key card. This is what they're doing with the key card. So you see how this one is probably an 8 gigabyte card on it. And you need to have this card in order to download that game. And in order to keep playing this game, you have to have the card. You cannot have the card. You have to always have the card in order to play the game, but you have to download most of the game, actually. I don't think there's anything on the card. I think it's just like the key card. What I was telling Marz is, I think what they did with the key cards is they gave it a name. They didn't want this white label box on it. And it's exactly this. It's exactly what we have here. It's exactly what we had with Spyro. It's exactly what we had with Skylanders. It's just this white label box. My screen is a little thinged out. So it's exactly this. They just gave it a name now. And so that because most people who had this probably didn't know and were probably getting frustrated. Where I only have, I think all the 3 games that I showed you, those are the only ones I have with it, because I learned real quick that I didn't want this shit. Because I knew what that meant. That meant I had to have access to internet, that I had to download. I had to get a bigger, SD card to fit that shit in there. and I don't own the game future later on when they shut down the servers, there's no way for me to retrieve those games. That's why I'm opposed to this keycard situation. And the only 3 I own, $5. I paid $5. I will pay. You want me to buy a keycard? $5 is how much I paid for this. 5. That's it. I think I paid $10 for this and $8 for this. I didn't pay full price for any of these games because I knew I couldn't get them later on, and I would be the only 3 I own are the only ones I was willing to spend the $3 under $10 on. So, and that's the only reason I own those games.
What just hit me while you were talking, for people at a crossroad, like with the Switch coming out, I mean, still on the topic of the digital and all this stuff, a lot of these things are only happening with Nintendo. So third-party titles, a lot of third-party titles that are coming to Switch and all Switch 2. It's the keycard thing is majority happening with them. So PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5, you might have the entire game on there. Like I said, do your research, check the website. I'll look it up in a second, and I'll drop the name. But I would recommend. I mean, I know it's not portable on the go, but I'd recommend if you don't have a PS5, get a PS5. A lot of the games that are going to be ported to like the Switch 2, just get them on PS5 because more than likely it's all going to be on this. If only your game matters to you, like it matters to us. I would say that. I mean, and if you want to go even further, PC, but then again, you don't. PC games haven't been physical in years, so.
Your computer, you can't. I'm gonna tell you right now the problem with PC gaming, and this is just a personal problem for me, and it's something I noticed, and which is why I never did PC gaming. Is one, you also don't own your game because it's digital, and two, if your computer can't run it, your computer can't run it. So if you upgrade your computer enough that it can't go back to whatever was running it the last time, now you essentially don't own that game anymore, and it has happened to me already twice, which is why I don't PC game either.
Well, you know what, and that's happened to me too because I had a few games like physical disc, and when I was upgrading because they ran on Windows XP. I mean, there are ways about it. You can like dual boot and have a simulated Windows XP machine on there. But the games are so old. I looked them up on Steam and got them for like $. So it's in my Steam library. I'll get a Steam Deck, get a Game Gear, and play it that way on the go. I mean, that's me. I'm not as attached to like those game experiences, and for the most part, you get a lot more indie games and stuff on it. And I'm a big proponent of supporting like the indie games, and even though may not be physical, this might be a lot of these companies first venture out, and they'll use the money and stuff like that to go, for a bigger release. And who knows, they'll release their next game on physical, and they might even go back and release their first game physical. But like, that's just me. So I believe if an indie game is that good when it drops, they're gonna get my money whether it's physical or not. I know you're hard, like, nope, it's gotta be physical. I want it. I want to own it. It's better be physical.
Okay, only because the few that I have, like the few that I was supporting digitally, right? So I supported a game called Lovers Between something between time and space or something like that. And then Super Rare sold it and I bought it, right? So there's that one. I bought a game called Steam World Dig before it had a physical release. And then when it got a physical release, I bought it. So I essentially ended up buying the game twice. So, which is why, like, yes, for those who enjoy their digital, fine. And I will say this is the one caveat to having digital before physical that I will say that I will give some companies, especially indie companies. Indie companies will iron out all their bugs before they put that shit on the cart. So it's a complete on cart when you get it. And that is the only saving grace for me, waiting for an indie title like Cuphead. Cuphead put all their DLC on the cart for free as well. where these bigger AAA companies are like, no, we're not putting our DLC on that, and we're not giving you this for free. We're not even upgrading you from Switch 1 to Switch 2 for free. Fuck that. You got to pay that extra $10-$20 if you want this upgrade. Screw that. No way. I'm sorry. I got animated again.
I think that's a Nintendo thing. Because
I know
because the PlayStation.
I'm sorry.
PlayStation and Xbox did it. They had like their games, like when the PS4, PS5 came out, it was like, hey, slip your disc in here. And matter of fact, I've got a few games that I put my disc in the PS5, and it was like, do you want to download the PS4 or the PS5? I'm like, PS5, please. And it was like, it just started downloading. I'm like, oh, for free? Oh, you treat me real nice.
This one right here. If you put this shit into a PS5, it'll give you a PS5 version. It won't give you the DLC, but it'll give you the PS5 version.
Side note, do you know how hard I had to hunt for that for Intergrade? I didn't realize it was a super limited release.
They reprinted it.
Not that I'm aware of.
On VGP did.
Oh, how long ago was
VGP did.
How long ago was that?
Just recently. They either announced it, or it's coming, or they reprinted it already. But VGP is reprinting Intergrade, so you should be fine now.
That's why my value went down. Because it was at 90 something for the longest, and then it just dropped to 60. I was like, oh, odd.
Yeah, VGP reprinted it.
Nice.
Yeah. I will say the other thing I want to talk about, which is now I'm not an Xbox person at all. I could care less about Xbox. I really thought that if you watched one of the older podcasts when we did companies against each other, I really thought the Xbox was going to be the one that replaced PlayStation, because PlayStation was becoming unconsumer friendly. And then the first one to raise their prices, somebody I watched said it best. The games that they have, they don't need to be tariffed. They're already here. They're already sitting on shelves in the stock room in the back, somewhere in their warehouse in America. There was no reason to raise the prices for the tariff prices. There was no reason for it, and they went ahead and raised their game. Yeah, they went ahead and raised their prices for their system themselves. So there's no reason. Those systems are sitting in a warehouse. Nobody buying your effing system. So no, they raised the prices on that, and they raised the prices because I think Nintendo decided they wanted to raise their price. Xbox was like, oh, people are still pre-ordering this. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Oh my God. What do you guys think about that? I'll let whoever go first.
I'll let you go, Marz. I talked a lot. Previously.
I mean, yes, they're gonna call it industry standards. That's what it's gonna be. Well, we gotta follow the metrics and the industry standards. Say, the pricing of the games the consumer is willing to pay for. It's gonna be all of that. That's what happened behind the scenes. That's the problem. Like, everybody, when people are defending the junk on the front lines, they don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Because they know they're gonna have these people in the background talking that jargon. You know what I'm talking about? So that's the issue. Like, and then of course they're never gonna tell you straight up because they know you'd be upset. Oh well, the tariffs is just that's just the play. That's the play we put in motion. So we don't upset them too much. But yeah, I mean, it's just gonna be industry standard. My thing is with this whole thing. Gaming, like with the Switch changing the price and kind of like just changing the look, and I'm gonna touch on this. This is gonna be I'm gonna say that piece for the end, but I just kind of want to say, like, the modern day gaming, or gaming as we grew up with this, to me officially died right here, because now it's just completely 100% capitalistic. I mean, if you're down with capitalism, shout out to capitalism. But yeah, get the money first, worry about the fun second, and the consumer third. But we're gonna get this money first. Best bet that. And then these are the results. These are the manifestations of that mentality. So Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, and then we'll see what PlayStation does.
Well, piggyback. Well, first of all, thanks again, Nintendo. Thank you for causing this. I'm gonna take a different approach to this. I think Xbox, because they gotta look at the numbers. They gotta know They got to know that them raising the price on their systems isn't going to mean anything. All those people that weren't buying their products still ain't going to buy them. They're going to buy them. They're going to buy them even harder now. I think what they're doing is they're trying to strong arm people in the Game Pass. Because you look at the console is how much, and then the games are how much? $80 for your first party titles, which I think the consoles already went up May 1st. The games are the first party titles are gonna go up around the holidays. And I believe it also is going to include those titles that are coming over to PlayStation 5. Surprisingly, Gears of War 1 Remastered is coming to PS5, $40 physical. So I'm shocked at that. I'm shocked. But I think this is just a ploy to push people to Game Pass. And I'm kind of interested to see. I dabble with Game Pass, played around. My thing was, okay, I got a PS5, got a PS5 and a Switch. I wanted to get an Xbox, but I'm like, I have an Xbox One. You see it back there on the shelf, back there on I don't know how the camera works, but I got it back there sitting on the shelf, not even plugged up. I have one whole game on the Xbox One, and that's Soul Calibur. I think like 6 or whatever.
Soul Calibur.
That was my Game Pass machine, because their marketing now is it's an Xbox. You got a Switch, it's an Xbox. You got a phone, it's an Xbox. Computer, it's an Xbox. Samsung, LG TV, that's an Xbox. You got a potato of a computer or laptop, that's an Xbox. Their whole thing is they want you to play like their games anywhere it goes. And I'll give it to them. It was dope. Like, I had my phone on me, I had the little controller thing, pop it in there, go on break at work, just play me some Forza, some Gears of War. That's how I checked out the new Halo. Thank God I didn't buy. It was dope. And using the rinky-dink Wi-Fi at my job, it was a smooth experience. And then when I got done, closed it out properly, came home, fired up the Xbox, and it picked up my game from where I left off. So I have to say it is useful, but like, I'm glad I didn't put any money into that ecosystem, because there really wasn't anything that I had to have or had to play. And Xbox died in 360. Xbox 360, that's when it died. Died after. But it's ridiculous. And I think that's what they're doing, is they're trying to focus on the Game Pass numbers. Because I think they're trying to get out of console, which rumor is the next console that they're dropping is going to support Steam. So it's going to be like I don't know if you remember like the Steam machine that they came out with before the Steam Deck. They had 3 different tiers or different SKUs for them with different specs. I think if they can make something a little more console based, it'll be easier for consumers to consume. So you can play Game Pass games, and you can also play your Steam library on it. Rumor is that's what they're going to go for next. So we'll see. But yeah, it's all a ploy. Get the numbers up.
I actually agree with that. I think, I could see that. Hey man, get them people on Game Pass. Figure out, hey man, raise the price, put them on Game Pass, man. Don't let them get the console. Game Pass.
Yeah, but I
definitely see that.
I would love to see numbers. I don't think they release numbers or anything. I could be wrong. I don't think they release numbers on like their console sales, and I'm interested to see how these game sales, like how beneficial is Game Pass for like these developer companies, you know, like what piece of the pie are they getting for my, like, I don't know how much it's been minute 20 17 $18 a month, like how much of that is going to these developers, you know, instead of me dropping $70. Like if each one of us got a game for $70, you know, like how much would they get off of that? I don't know. Like I feel like if you buy a game directly, that piece of pie is going to be bigger, and they're going to make more. I don't know.
I remember when the Game Pass and that first came out, the developers were not happy because what you just said, like they weren't getting much. So they haven't complained. Either they started getting more and being quiet, or the issue went away. But yeah, you're right. I think hopefully they're getting more. I mean, but that I think it's gonna. I mean, if $80 to $90 to $100, hey man, sign me up for Game Pass, man. I ain't paying nothing for nothing. The game come out on Game Pass. I'll pay my little whatever a month and be done with it.
Yeah, I canceled my Game
Pass.
So
that was a strong point. Yeah, that was a strong point. I agree with that 100%. 100%.
Yeah, I canceled my Game Pass and got the online subscription for PS5. Matter of fact, the basic online, because I'm like, I don't need to stream these games. I mean, like most of the games that they got on their stream, like, I mean, like I'd rather just own them. If I'm gonna like at this point, if I like the game, like I'll check it out and see if I like it, and if it's really good, then I'll delete it and go buy it. But yeah, I'm good. I'm good on the Xbox brand.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Thanks, Nintendo.
Yeah, you just don't rock with it.
I don't.
One way or another.
Because you still don't own. Okay, so even if it's a Steam issue, you don't own these games. Anytime.
It's over with for that. It's over with.
It's over.
What happened? I mean, I'm not saying that they're gonna. I'm not saying that they don't have the money for it. But what happens if for some reason, Steam goes bankrupt? Now where are all your games?
I mean, it could go bankrupt. That ain't a far-fetched thing.
So this is why these physicals, guys, these physicals are not going anywhere unless somebody comes in here and grabs them physically. These physicals are staying right here. So I'm just saying that, huh?
The older ones, you gotta worry about disc rot. Like the PS1 discs and stuff like that, you have to worry about disc rot.
Well, I will say this. This is the one thing I said, and I'll repeat it again here. If I paid for the game and that game no longer functions, I am not above finding somewhere to download that game for free, because I already paid for it once. I'm not paying for it again, especially since you don't sell it, right? And that is my big thing. A lot of and that was a point I made in the last video that I feel like I didn't put enough attention to. These games are meant to break, all of them. Every last one of my games in this shelf. If I don't put these suckers into my Switch in the next couple of years, and like kind of charge it a little bit, they're meant to break. The companies are making these games to break, so that that fancy. What was it? It
happened to my Mario Odyssey.
This game right here. This game right here is gonna work all the time, no matter what. I pop it in 20 years later, this game is still working.
That was different mentality back then. Different mentality.
They're making these games meant to break. And look, not even 10 years later, because the Switch ain't 10 years old. And if that happened to your Mario Odyssey,
every time I put it in, it said it was like corrupted or something. It kept saying it just would not play it.
Really? The game, the physical game itself.
And I only played it when it on release day. Yeah, I only played it and that's like a 5-10 hour game. I beat it and I never played it again. And then I put it in like sometime in 2024.
Wow.
So with this Mario, it would not work, and I was like, "What the heck?" And then kind of what gamers saying.
It's been chilling on
It was like it gave me some type of error code. It wouldn't load it. And then I looked it up, and other people were having the same issue with the game.
You blowing it?
Definitely did not.
You gotta go old school with it.
You gotta put a little cotton swab.
But the thing is, like, the good thing with the thing, well, yeah, because like a lot of people were saying maybe it's corrosion or something like this, and I did all that stuff. And but yeah, the good thing with the Switch cartridge, you can actually see like the copper, right? Like you can see the back of it without like it being covered by all that plastic, so you can see what the heck going on.
So you got liquid, but but I forgot they put that coating on there.
Yeah, they got that coating on there, man.
To be fair, that was the first order of business when I got a Switch was I licked it, even though they said not to.
But make sure you check the Switch 2 cartridge. Make sure they stay with protocol.
Don't worry, I'm on it. The first I'm gonna be Damon X Machina. You have me on the next podcast, and I will do it live. I'll break the seal.
$100, it better taste funny.
Right? Shoot, for $100, it better taste like strawberries. shoot, they better up that.
Yeah, put some good flavors on the $80 games. We want them to taste good. They better taste good for $80.
I want to taste the mech. I want to taste the steel, the fuel. Like for $100, it better taste like a mech.
I want my drunk tasting like them cotton candy jelly beans.
Ooh,
$80.
Yeah, well, I'm in a minute.
Oh god. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. I'm good. Before we leave, anything else that we haven't talked about?
I got it by my last end rant, and it's gonna take a little bit. Hey, look, y'all, it's gonna be a longer video. This video is a statement video. If you entertain, but we just gotta make this as a statement. We got it on record before the Switch 2 came out, how we felt, how we got down with it. So when it's, what year is this, 2025? Yes. So when it's like 2027, we'd be like, hey, we tried to told you. We tried to tell y'all in 2025. This is a legal document of our thoughts and our feelings before even though the downfall is already happening, we were ahead of the curve. Now, let me get into my last rant. We good? Let me say this.
This is a legal
First and
document.
foremost.
My name is Darth Biscuit.
Don't throw him under the bus.
Don't throw him under the bus, poor baby. Leave him alone.
But look. All right, so check this out, right? So first and foremost, shout out to Gamer for that video you made, the sad state of gaming, right? Man, that video resonated with me. I was like, man, this video is strong. Because I was already thinking some type of stuff. Now I made a comment on your video, and I just want to elaborate on that comment that I made on your video. First and foremost, to me personally, Mario James, Lazy James, Marz, gaming officially died with me. This is my personal take on this Switch 2 launch. I think now the gaming that I grew up with, and me and Gamer kind of talked about this. I came in on the NES 1989, where Nintendo was leading the way. The priority was fun, adding stuff. You had the Nintendo leaders, the originators still there, right? And it was all like Nintendo was just pure fun, right? I didn't even think about the money-making side of Nintendo, right? Just all the fun, the fanfare. Now, slowly but surely over the years, it slowly eroded away. Rightfully so. Capitalism, like the money's gonna become stronger. Competition, PlayStation, Xbox, Sega. You got to make the money, and then mingle the fun in there. But my thing has always been Nintendo always put the fun first. The money will follow. Fun first, the money gonna follow the fun. And they've made official statements throughout the years saying this, but it slowly eroded away to this point in 2025, which will conclude on June 5th. And I think that is happening, one, just because of the changing of the guard. We got rid of our leaders of the old are no longer here. Iwata, Reggie, Miyamoto's like the last one out, right? You got Sakurai still around, Anuma, but I think you got all this fresh young blood that, because they go to school, business school and all that, but they know capitalism. They don't come in knowing Nintendo culture, but they learn it probably there, but they didn't grow up with it. So I think they're all about the money first, fun, and we'll figure everything else second, and that slowly eroded away. And then Gamer had been mentioning all throughout the Switch's life about like how the games were so hollow compared to the 3DS version, their counterparts. And even I 100% agree, but I was like, no, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. You know, it'll work its way. You know, it's a Switch, baby. Come on, what you talking about? It's a Switch, man. It's all good, man. But now it's gotten to the point. Now I look at this Mario Kart World game. I think Mario Kart 8 is gonna go down as the best Mario Kart game, because I don't think this Mario Kart World is gonna hold up. Because something about it just seems hollow. It just seems like it looks good on the surface, but I don't think it's gonna get as many hours. Like if you got Mario Kart 8 that's been out since 2014, so it's been out for 11 years. I don't think Mario Kart World gonna make that 11-year run. It's not. The game is too shallow and hollow, just based off what I've sseen. I think it's the gimmick of that little world race is gonna run stale, and I just think that's purely because the fun was put second. So I just wanted to say that, man. I think for me, now gaming is still around and gaming is still big. I don't want to say like it's dead. I think just the gaming that I grew up with is dead, and modern day gaming is a $1 billion industry. And that's what it's about. It's about maintaining that $1 billion industry at any means necessary, especially for entertainment and just gaming all around. Because you got just gaming, you got streaming, you got all these parts that are just big part gaming. You know, everybody knows gaming nowadays, and I just think it's all what we're witnessing. Us three is just what modern day gaming is now. It's not physical. It's pay as long as you can pay, like if you can get them on subscriptions and all this kind of stuff. And and by the way, you owned it in the 90s. Enjoy that, what y'all did in the 90s, and y'all gonna die in a few years, and these young cats we gonna grow up, because now you got new cats coming in the game that never owned the game, so that's gonna be like normal to them. They was like, we don't need to. We never owned it, so that they're gonna get hooked on the new norm of not owning the game. They're not gonna know about owning the game. Then when we get to talk about, oh, we're back in my day, we owned the game. That's what we're gonna be sounding like. So I just think this is modern day gaming. It is what it is, and then the fun is gonna. That's why a lot of these games are stale nowadays. Like they just don't seem fun. It's because the money was first, and the fun and the entertainment was put second. But yeah, Nintendo. I mean, you just really became one of the others, man. Y'all just wanted y'all blend in with the rest, man.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with what you're saying. What you said. I think the death of gaming started a couple years ago when, how do I want to put this? When the voices on the internet that started getting a little too loud, and they started listening to those voices, and those people that were voicing their opinions weren't showing up to purchase these games. So when they're trying to appease that crowd, you start to make your games a little safe, a little sanitized. You start to prioritize other things over than how the game functions, how fun the game is. Who is this for? What have we done in the past? They're like, no, we did this in the past, but we're gonna make things right and do it this way now to appease this crowd. I was just thinking PS2, PS1 era. I mean, we like those older games. They had a lot more games released on them because companies and developers took chances. They tried different things that, it's like throwing on the wall and see what sticks. They tried a bunch of stuff. Nowadays, it's like, no, we better not. Let's not do this. We might have released 200 games that last year. Let's only drop 10 this year. Let's make them safe. Still full of bugs, but we're gonna make this that test well. And I like that. That's the thing. I want developers. We find that fun now with indie developers. I mean, like, I see trailers and stuff in indie developers that drop, and it looks fun. It looks like it scratches that nostalgia bug while doing something new. I mean, my God, where is it? Claire Obscure, Expedition 33. A AA studio, a team of 30 people, dropped the game. PS5, Steam, Xbox, $50, and it's on Game Pass. And Square Enix said, the developer behind 16, saying that if we want to do realistic graphics, it doesn't make sense to do turn-based RPG because it takes away from the realism. This game has realistic graphics, and they still kept the turn-based RPG. They're filling in the gaps of what popular big name studios are coming away from. Square Enix should be ashamed of themselves because that's what they're known for. Not saying there isn't any turn-based RPGs, but we've got Persona, Re-Fantazio. We've gotten games like that still come out, but a lot of the developers all need to turn around, dig back into their back catalogs, see what games do well, and correct course and appease the fans. But yeah. As far as the digital front goes, people are going to be happy not owning anything. I mean, matter of fact, Ubisoft said, "Be happy not owning your games." I mean, I kind of noticed the trend of myself. Cause I used to be CDs. Like if I wanted to hear this song, I'm going to buy this CD and get it. Now what I do, eventually I switched over to Spotify. Netflix came through. When Netflix came through, now new movie drops, Disney Plus. Watch it on there. Go to the show, wait for it to hit streaming. Get on my shelf behind me used to have like movies and stuff on there. I digitized those, threw them on my server, and cleaned up some space because I'm like, I'm not gonna. If I watch this again, I'm not gonna watch the deleted scenes, the behind. And I did keep some discs that are my favorites because I want to watch all that. But I mean, here's it: stream your games, stream your movies, stream your music, stream your books. That's just gonna be the way of the future. I mean, less stuff to have on the plus, less stuff to have the clutter, but on the other side, you own less, and it's kind of sad.
Ownership just in general.
You own nothing. You own nothing.
You'll own like two things.
They're not going to digitize my models.
But yeah, I think I mean, thankful that we had the situation with the Switch before all this happened. Like the Switch was a nice run. It was beautiful.
It was.
From 2017 to now is like just a ball all the way through. They did not drop the ball. I mean, they were. You could see the trends trending to what it is now, but the Switch was a lot of fun, and so I mean, there's that. So
I mean, they've been slowly dropping the ball. What do you mean?
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
No.
But I still think all in all, the Switch was, if it's the last physical thing, it was nice.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Real quick.
Yeah.
I had a thought about the key cards. You know how big of a problem it was with the emulation and everything, people hacking their Switches, this console, putting like, was it Yuzu and all that on their Steam Decks and everything, emulating. I think that might have been another big issue, which
of course
led to the key cards trying to deter it, because they thought they were doing something. It's like there's in the code, like say if I copied my Mario Odyssey and I put that out there, there's a code tied in the data in there that lets you know, that reports back to Nintendo, lets you know, hey, this copy is being played, right now. Hey, 50 people are playing this copy at the same time. How is that? So I guess they tried to do something, and if they recognize it, they would just block that entire card or whatever counts it's attached to. But now you nip it in the bud, and you have the authorization and all this stuff. You don't have the data right there. You can't share it. Now maybe if you download it, because these people are going to find a way. That's what find a way. But you have all the games.
There's a way.
Yeah, so they're gonna learn. They're gonna learn real quick. I think as if these things get more expensive, as computers get more better, we're gonna have a Switch 2 right on our computers. So
I mean, for sure they're gonna learn with me, because I haven't pre-ordered it. I have no plans to buy it. I'm gonna tell you right now, I've been shopping for all the old Switch 1 games that I know are complete on carts. Because we're also forgetting that at any moment they can take these games away from us.
Well, that's the whole thing about it. Yeah,
they've done it. They've done it. They've proven that if for some reason they don't want you to own that game anymore, you said you don't own it, right? We didn't want you to own it. You agreed to it when you bought our little key card, that you don't own the game. So we're just gonna snatch. And what can you do? What is your recourse? You can't sue, because you agreed to it when you got that dang key card.
A license.
Yeah. So I can't. I'm sorry. I know I sound so old school, and I know.
Well, that's what I'm about to say. Like, look, at the end of the day, we're old. I think the younger cats are down with it, or not down with it, but they don't have an issue with it. The young cats don't got an issue with it, which is fine. And let me say this, because I know a lot of young cats in the gaming community. This ain't like, I get it. And it's with all media. It's like with all, just the life in general. You know what I'm saying? Y'all rock in a different way that we don't rock. And ain't nothing wrong with that. So I just want to say that, like, because I know people still hyped about the Switch 2 and all that. I'm just saying, from my standpoint, it's like OV. It's just, but we grew up knowing it. They didn't grow up knowing it. So
we forgot about $40 amiibos too.
Yeah, $40. Yeah, 'cause I didn't know when gamer. I learned that's one of my things have been too with this Switch 2. Like the Switch 2 releases, like I've been learning everything through other people. Most of the stuff I learned through gamer posts and stuff. I didn't know the amiibos were $40.
That's just she told me too, and I was about
$12.99.
I had to Google.
I didn't know about the key cards. I didn't know about like a lot of that online game sharing BS stuff. Like they made this release so convoluted.
Yep.
To like they had like as a Nintendo fan, I should be able to assess the situation. People be asking me, I'm supposed to be a Nintendo connoisseur. People coming up to me, I don't even know. Like I was like, oh man, I know I've been your Nintendo like rep, especially at work. People know me as the Nintendo guy, so they come to me, hey, what's up with the Direct? Because I don't watch it, but can you please fill me in? I'm a PlayStation head. Let me know what's up when the next Zelda drop is. I can't even give them proper information because Nintendo on my end came out with convoluted information during the Direct that I'm sitting here like I don't even know what the heck. Like what key card and downloading and this that and then the $40 what?
You gotta download
so,
the news
man,
app. You gotta download one of the 5 Nintendo apps. You gotta get one for your news, one for your music,
That
one
ain't
to
down
chat
top of
with
that.
people while you play.
Got the app in Japan, got the app here, gotta download the Japanese time zone, this, that, and the third, man. Nintendo used to say, hey man, here go to cancel. That's it, man. That's all you need to know. Get the game. There go to cancel, man. That's all you need.
Well, that's what they're trying. That's literally what they're trying. Here, come get the games. You don't know it's a key card situation until after you buy that effing game. They'll find out day one. You pre-ordered all these key card games because there's only, I think, 3 games that are right now complete on card. Only 3.
Yep, only 3.
Everything else is a key card situation that we didn't think it was gonna be as widespread as it is. Every other effing game that was announced is a key card.
All them damn asterisks they had, asterisk this, asterisk that, all in the fine small prime. Yeah, just that. Here go asterisk. Yeah, this gonna be on the low. You gonna have to get this for the 80 though. Yeah, on the asterisk. Put an asterisk on that. Don't say nothing. Just put the asterisk. Yeah, they gonna have to read the asterisk on that. Nah, man, don't asterisk me, man. Let me know what the information is. Yeah, put an asterisk on the price. Prices will vary. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, put an asterisk. Yeah, $70. Yeah, put the asterisk. Maybe 80.
And you know it's making me reconsider because see, I bought my RPGs on the Switch because I can take it with me, play them in the bed, go from here at point A to B to work or whatever. Now it's going to have to reconsider if they're going to play these games. And you know what? If it's multiple systems, I'm going to buy them on the PS5 now. That's it.
Less is more.
I will say that with this Switch 2, I have been considering switching to a PS5. Just because I know when I get that game, it's gonna. I know. He's waiting for the day. He's not the only one itching for me. They already gave me a name. They're like, just add a P in front of your first name, your PSN girl. There you go. But I have been researching the PS5 because I'm like, well, at least the game is gonna be complete on cart. The CDs drop in price. But I don't want to deal with card rot either. So I am there, and I said it in this is my first podcast video. I said it then, and I will repeat myself now. I am not afraid to stop cold turkey buying any more games, playing I'm never gonna beat all these games in my whole lifetime. I'm not. I buy these games because I want to play them all. Am I gonna beat them in my lifetime? Probably not. So I can stop right now. Right now, you want to fuck around? You might find out. I buy a lot of games. I don't have to. I do not have to. I can play everything I already own, and I'll be set for life. You guys want to keep fucking around? I'm done. I could be a retro gamer. I don't care. I think that they're overstepping. They're trying to use tariffs for. Okay, I'm gonna bring it back to the amiibos for a second. Before tariff pricing, the first party amiibos were $20. We used to pay $12.99.
Yeah, they've been creeping up anyway.
For inflation, they went up to $16.99. Now we're at $20 standard price. Standard. Now this is pre-tariff pricing. Standard prices for the amiibo $20, right? For first party amiibos. Then Street Fighter wants to come and tell us, hey, we're $30. What do you mean this $20? This is pre-tariff pricing, guys. After the tariffs, now, this we can blame on tariffs. They're now $30 and $40. But pre-tariff pricing, Street Fighter tried that shit with $30. Guys, I have a complete amiibo set and didn't pre-order one. Not one. I was like, fuck it. You guys want to fuck around? I don't have to have I could be done. I'll have a complete amiibo Switch 1 collection. I don't have to go to Switch 2. You guys want to keep fucking around? You're gonna find out. You're not gonna get it from me. Not me. I can wait on this table.
But look, here's the thing. At $40, you get to the point. Just buy a nice figurine. All right. I think about Miggy. I'll just start buying the building my own because you get a better quality. Because there ain't nothing changed. At $12.99, I can see why this is $12.99. At 40, wait, why it is $40? You know what I'm saying? At 40, you can start to really buy some nice figures.
I was eyeballing the Kimberly amiibo, and I'm like, it's my girl Kim. That's the only amiibo that had me that I'm like, I want. And then I started Googling. I might do it. I might do it in GG. That's the only one I want.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't give them the satisfaction.
I gotta do it for the sister though. I gotta do it for the culture. Anyway, I started Googling online and I found a Street Fighter 6 2-pack They came with, I think his name's Cody and Kimberly for $40 for both of them.
See,
but the only thing is, the statue
pieces.
is nice. Yeah, the statue is nice, but it's not as flashy as a little amiibo. But I heard that they might have made the amiibos a little bigger. I don't know how true that is. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. But yeah, Kimberly is the only one that I want. I have a total of 12 amiibos. 12 amiibos. Like, I only got the ones that I really cared about. But
and they have less functionality than they used to. Man, you used to get amiibo, used to do 10, 12 things in the game.
Yep.
Used to unlock a character, used to get you a few extra stages, get you some little clothes going on. Now it's between like you could save something. I can save without the amiibo. I don't need the amiibo to save
my money.
right there, boom, there
now
you
you
go.
get amiibo, it do one thing. It's like, man, $12.99. This thing used to do 10, 12 things.
Yep.
Like,
but that's when they have more competitions in the Toys to Life, in the category. Now the amiibo's only one left. They ain't really got to put all them functions in it.
They comfortable.
Now, I got to the point I wasn't even buying it for the functionality. I was more buying them because of the look.
Same.
That's why you didn't have to open the box on them. You know what I'm saying? Because they really don't do much function wise.
Yep.
Mine are still in the box because they don't do shit. And if I really wanted the functionality, I download the a little NFT chip and put that shit on a little card or whatever, because they don't do shit. They don't do. Why you think my whole collection? they're still here because they don't do shit. They look pretty. They look cute. But not for no one amiibo. Normally priced at $30. No, I'm gonna tell you right now. If it's you better hope there's not enough gamers like me out there, because I'm gonna wait for that price.
Some people ain't gonna have a choice. I mean, they just ain't gonna have $40 to spend whether they want it or not.
A lot of people
$40 can make something shake.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? $40 can make something shake.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I thought you went the other way with it. Like, they just got to do some extra activities for these games. Jeez. All I heard was
take it easy, man.
Hey,
come on, man. Take it easy,
y'all. I was drinking something. I almost spit that shit out.
Now I gotta delete the whole video, man.
I just misheard you. It was my ears. I got these old ears now.
Oh my god.
I mean, no, you're right. $40 you can do a lot with $40. I mean, that's like half a tank of gas these days, But
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, half a Switch 1 game.
A lot of people grip like multiple games a month. I mean, I forgot how many I gripped this month, but for $80, that's like one game a month. Actually, I take that back. If you buy multiple games a month, that's one game a month. If you don't buy games like that might be like one game every other month, every 2 months, one game until you beat that one. Go old school days back when your parents bought games for you. You ain't getting another until you beat this one.
Yeah, beat this one first.
Yep, but
I'm gonna tell you right now, I just bought 6 games, six Switch 1 games at $100. 6 of them.
Now they want 80 for one. Get out of here.
Hell no.
So, let me say something too about I did want to say this about the Switch 2. That I was disappointed in is the bezel. Like, what's up with that thick bezel? It look like the Switch 1 bezel. Like, you can't remove the bezel on the OLED and then bring the bezel back on the Switch 2 just to remove it when you get the Switch 2 Plus. Oh, look, a reduced bezel. Now, you could have been reduced the bezel, man. It's 2025. Get that thick bezel up off there, man. That's always been like, I knew they was going to put that bezel in there, too.
Yeah, the nerd make the system bigger. I can't slide that in my
big
pocket.
bezel. It better be bigger. I mean, I don't even handheld like that. I don't even play handheld like that. I was like, come on, man. I knew they was going to put that bezel on there just so they can reduce it later on. So y'all could have been reduced it. Bezel about this thick, man. You got phones with, I don't think you could buy a phone with a bezel on it. But the Switch got one?
No, my really cheap phone. My really cheap phone has no bezel.
No bezel. That's your phones don't even got bezel.
No bezel.
$20 phone with no bezel.
I mean, yes,
that's no bezel, right?
It's thinner than the Switch 2's bezel.
That's what I'm saying. That's like, come on, man. Like the Switch 2, like a Leapfrog don't even have a bezel on it like that.
Bro, not the Leapfrog.
Come on, man.
Not the Leapfrog.
I just had to say it, like, dang, man, like 2025, Nintendo, what is y'all doing? Because it make it look bubble to me. That's all I'm saying.
My Etch-a-Sketch has a thinner bezel.
Yeah, but yeah, I was disappointed. But I knew they were gonna do that. But yeah, so,
All right.
I'm done with mine.
I have one more question for you guys. I'm not buying it. How many people are still buying it but not buying the games, or how many people are not? Who's buying it, or who's waiting for the games, and who? What are we doing? What are you doing? Are you still buying the Switch and not buying the games? What are we doing? Are you not buying the Switch? Are you waiting? What's going on? What's your process?
Well,
What Miggy got?
I think I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it, but I'm not gonna go as hard as I did with the regular Switch, with the OG Switch. I'm going to be a lot more cautious. Like I said, there's 2 games that I want to play. 3, I take that back. 3, Metroid Prime 4, Bravely Default. I know that's not going to be on the card, and Daemon X Machina, and strong rumor is remake Chrono Trigger. I hope that comes to PlayStation, because then I'll get it there, because if Square Enix is going to do Square Enix things, it's going to be a key card.
The Metroid game is coming to Switch 1. I'm just putting it out there.
I know,
Metroid is coming to Switch 1.
You're right, and a lot of these games too are going to come to Switch 1, and I wonder if the Switch 1 is how they're going to treat the Switch 1. Like, is it all going to be on Switch 1 cartridges, or are they going to do something shady half on it? But
so far they're not. So far, everything that's being released on the Switch 2 and Switch 1 is getting a complete on cart, and Switch 2 is getting a key card.
Hopefully, Bravely Default comes on Switch 1.
It's not.
Dang.
It's not. All right, Marz. What about you?
I'll just settle for not owning it. I'll just play it on the ROM on my phone then.
Look, I own mine. My 3DS copy is sitting right in here, because you know what? That shit is complete on cart too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need that online to put my game in and play it. I'm just saying. I'm just putting that out there, guys.
See, I can just go ahead and rock it right now.
There you go. You don't need the key
Who
card
needs a
thing.
DS? Who needs a DS?
How about you, Marz? What are we doing with Switch 2? Are we waiting? Are we buying it?
I'm definitely not getting it day one. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen, Captain. And I'm definitely. Then what game would I get if I got it? Then what
Donkey
game would
Kong,
I get?
Mario Kart?
Now you want me to buy an $80 game? Now you want me to go out here and buy an $80 game?
You don't want Mario Kart Worlds?
Yeah,
it looks stellar. Even look, I'm gonna tell you right now though, in this, because look, and then Miggy said it earlier, they're making to me, they made every misstep they made with the Wii U, from the Wii to the Wii. They made every single one. They went back in the playbook. All right, what did we do with the Wii U? Make that play. And to me, they made every misstep, even to the point where, because I was still more of now I'm kind of getting out of my Nintendo ways, just because of some other stuff I had in my life happening. But I was still a big Nintendo head when the Wii U came out, but I didn't even buy that day one, and I never bought any console off of one game. Mm-hmm. Even my favorite game, Spider-Man, I did not buy a PS5 to play Miles Morales. I bought Miles Morales. My friend let me borrow the PlayStation 5. I beat it, and then I gave the PlayStation 5 back. You know what I'm saying? So I've always needed a bundle of games to buy the system. So when I did end up buying the Wii U, Splatoon was out, Mario Kart was out, all the games were out. So I came into the system with 10, 12 games ready to on deck. You know what I'm talking about? Now, with that said, it's probably going to be the Switch 2 situation. No one game's going to make me buy it. So Mario Kart World will be out. And then whatever Donkey Kong's a Switch 2 exclusive. All the Switch 2 exclusive, but it's probably going to be all the way up until the next Splatoon come out that gets me to buy the Switch 2, or unless they do Pokemon, or let's say the Pokemon Za is the last Pokemon that go both ways, and then the next Pokemon come out, it's hey man, we need to get people on the Switch 2, make that next Pokemon Switch 2 exclusive, because we need to get these Switch 2 sold. So this might be the last Pokemon that's on the Switch. One. Mm-hmm. And then the next junk that come out,
don't wish that on me, please. Don't wish that on me.
I was just saying, I'm letting you know what it's going to be. I see the play in motion. I see it from a mile away. I already see the play in motion. Hey man, this is the last one. that next Pokemon, then you know it's gonna be a decked out Pokemon. They got all the stuff we've been asking for. They finally gonna put in the game.
Squirtle is a
Hey
starter.
man, put that on the Switch too. Hey, Switch 2 exclusive. Go pick it up. Yeah, y'all. All that boycotting y'all doing. Go
You
get
think
that
we
Switch
really
2.
boycotting?
Nah, just us 3. Hey, get them 3, man. Go get them 3.
Damn,
But
I feel like I'm such a big Pokemon fan. Oh man, why'd you wish that? I didn't even think
I'm
about
just saying,
Pokemon.
but look, gamer, look though. What I'm saying though is by that time, there's gonna be a ton of games that we can just walk right into.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're $80 games. I'm not buying. I'm gonna walk right out.
I guarantee you by then though we'll have something figured out. I guarantee I can see this too, that these retailers are gonna take advantage of these high priced games and make something where people aren't like paying the 80. Like retailers are gonna figure this out because you remember Gamers Club Unlocked came out because people weren't buying the games like that. I wouldn't buy at that point in time when Gamers Club came out. Me or nobody I knew, we would never buy a new game. And this was kind of when GameStop is doing this thing. Like I would purposely buy used games on eBay or GameStop. I would never I thought it was almost disgusting to buy a new game. It's like I didn't really start buying new games till the Switch came out, right? Then I kind of got away from and then Gamers Club, I was like, well, hell, I'll get a brand new game for $40 versus a used game for $5 less. Just give me the brand new game for $5 more. So I think something like that in the market is going to shift. Again, the history will repeat itself, where the retailers are going to come out with their whatever the version, the modern day version of Gamers Club Unlocked, and then that'll get them off. But then, I mean, then that'll just put us back at what, $60 games. I mean, so normal price technically, and then, but no more like, I mean, I was getting like, I think I got like first party title. Remember, gamer, we were getting like first party title games for like $30. 30 big games.
You can still buy. Look, right now, I know, right? We sound so old. Right now, if you wanted to, you could go and buy a first party. I know people say that the first party titles never go on sale. You go on Woot, every first party Nintendo game is on sale for $40. Max $45. Every single last one of them.
Then like places like Walmart, Walmart doesn't have consistent pricing across the board. So you can always like we got many Walmart. Like Walmart will have like Mario Odyssey at 54, and you go down the street, it's 45 there. So it's never the same. So yeah, most definitely. But yeah, definitely not
next to a Walmart.
Definitely not a day one for me, and then I'll just get it when the situation is right, when the time is right. I'll get it. And for me, that'll be probably like how we said before, if the team jump on Splatoon 4. I gotta get it then. It's like the team on Splatoon 4. It is what it is.
Squad up.
I will say, crap, I lost my point after you said the squad thing. Then I like my mind totally shifted. I will say, I'm hoping, this is my hope, that they do what they did with the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 4. Some companies still release both versions. They still release both versions. And I you know what? Companies, if you do that, I will buy your Switch 1 versions. Give me the Switch 1 versions of the same game with the complete on-cart. I will buy it. Not at $80 though. Fuck that $80 bullshit. If you give me a Switch 1 title, like Rido, let's say for example, is both on Switch 1 and Switch 2. I think it's more expensive on Switch 2, but it's complete on cart on Switch 1. So if they do that, I will still be buying the Switch 1 game. I really, it's gonna take a lot for me. I mean, yes, I'm a Pokemon head, but it's gonna take a lot. It's
gonna be a long time. That's 2 years from now, 3 years from now. You know what I'm saying?
Not really. Pokemon shoots out every year, so that's next year.
No, but I thought they were taking their time with it now.
They released a Pokemon game, a Pokemon game, and a Zelda game come out every year, like clockwork.
I can see myself getting a Switch
every year. Every year there's a Pokemon game, and every year there's a Zelda game. So, and those are like my core games. So, I don't think I'm gonna buy the Switch 2, but if you can come at me if you want later on. If I'm wrong, if I'm talking at my ass, come back and get me. Fine, I'll take it. If I get the Switch 2. If this is a big if, I get the Switch 2. I'm only getting staples. I'm only getting the staple games.
Yeah. Well, of course, like I'm only gonna get the first party games. That's the only point in getting it.
I'm not getting any of these third-party games.
And that's why.
But it's still a big if. It's still a big if.
And remember I was asking about which, because I for the longest I was thinking Mario Kart World was the only Switch 2 exclusive. But then what's his name was talking about now Donkey Kong and what Damon Maxima. And so there's like a good 5-6 Switch 2 exclusives. But my thing is I just hope that Nintendo doesn't, like, how are they going to determine what's the Switch 2 exclusive versus like putting it out on both? Because your boy did say, well, if you can't afford the Switch 2, just get that Switch 1. Okay, so that means you're going to be supporting it for a while. Like, what's that about? You know what I'm saying? What's the deal? Like, why can't Mario Kart World come out on the Switch 1? What's so good?
I'm gonna be honest, when Doug Bowser said that, it just reminded me of Pokemon was like, if you broke, just say so. Literally what it reminded me of.
Yeah. But I mean, it's good to know that. So now, gamer, you're trying to say if they come out with Pokemon Mystery Dungeon on the Switch 2, you're all in.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon? No, fuck no. No, not a Pokemon Dungeon.
If they come out with Pokemon Snap, you getting you a Switch 2.
Fuck no.
All right,
you gotta be core Pokemon up in this bitch. I don't even have some of the other Pokemon games. No, I'm not that core Pokemon, okay, guys?
Yeah, I'm not pressed to play nothing on day one.
Huh?
Hey, you Pikachu for the Switch 2. They use that camera to talk to Pikachu.
I said, check the Pikachu.
Mic?
No, hey, you Pikachu. You remember?
But yeah, I'm not pressed. They don't have nothing for me to press to get it on day one, so F it. And then it's look boring as hell. Where the colors at? You know what I'm saying? What's up? You just got.
Hey, I'm good with black. I'm good with black.
Black on black. Black on black.
You know how important black is to me? I bought my PS5. I switched the cover for it, and I got a little sticker for the PlayStation symbol, so I got the classic PlayStation logo on there. But yeah, and I bought a black controller. All of my systems are black. My computer is black. Once you go black, you don't go back. It looks less like an air. It looks less like an air purifier. Is
this MacBook black?
It's matte black. It's matte black. It's matte. No fingerprints. Even my phone case is black. It's great equalizer. Black goes with everything.
I mean, if they want to come out with a pink one, I might get it.
Such a girl. You're such a girl.
I think that is like the only thing I'm very girly about. Otherwise, my son calls me the manliest man he knows. I think I'm done with this topic for now. I might come back at that launch and see what's popping. I want to see. You know what I'm waiting to see? I'm waiting to see everybody who wasn't already in the know find out later. I want to see what they say when they find out you don't actually
like the casual consumer. The casual
consumers,
which is the majority of the people. Everybody's not like us. Like we're a low percentage of the gaming, like the market. You know what I mean? Like we're pretty hardcore with ours, so we know what's going on. Like, but the average consumer, like Billy's mom down the street, when she get the game for little Billy, and Billy ain't got internet to the house.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting to see what the average because I know with they're
gonna have to have signs in the store. Remember when the Xbox Series S and X and all, like, remember that confusion, and then Best Buy had to have actual signs. They're gonna have to have actual signage in the store. Because they're gonna be like bringing it back to the store for a refund. We can't download this. Get my money back. So they're gonna get so many kickbacks. They go, hey man, before you buy this game, do you got internet to the house or any way to get to the internet? So like you probably won't even be able to buy the game before you can prove you got internet. Like load up to some Wi-Fi right quick, just so we know. You know what I'm saying? Let me see your local hotspot, something.
And the thing is too, the way the law, once you crack the seal on that game, you can't return it. Mm-hmm. That's the good old copyright law.
But just watch. We're gonna have to be something. Something's gonna have to be done.
I need for it to blow up in there. I really just want it to blow up in their face so they can stop this bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm done.
Yeah,
I keep
you're
saying
done.
I'm done, but I'm done. I'm done both ways. I'm done
I
both
think
ways.
Yeah.
I know this game looks phenomenal. I don't want to buy it on the Switch too. Oh yeah, the online features.
What online features?
What
Online features?
for Bravely Default, I have internet.
Did they say they were bringing the online features back? Did you even get clarification that they were bringing the online features back?
They have to. It's part of the game. It's part of the game mechanics. They have to.
So,
they didn't say it. They didn't say it. But they didn't say it either.
Either. Well, if they don't bring back the online features, there'll be a way to work the mechanic in the game, because that's a key feature in the game. Because I had to emulating it. I had to lower the difficulty of the game because I couldn't take part of the feature to earn new movesets and magic and whatnot. But we'll see. We'll see.
All right. We're done. We're so done. Let us get exit tickets from both of you guys, and then we will see you guys on the next GG Gamers podcast. All right, Marz, you want to give us your exit ticket?
Hey man, catch me after June 5th, man. June 5th, man. Lazy Jane signing out, man. Switch one all day. You know what it is with me. And like I said, ain't no beef with all you Switch 2 lovers, man. I get it. Go out there and get your game, man. Enjoy your game. I'm gonna be playing Mario Kart World on the store on the display. That's how I'm gonna enjoy the game, on the display. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Lazy Jane signing out. Marz, man.
Yeah. Player one Miggy. Once again, you can catch me. I might be out there in the streets with a Switch too, maybe. But I'm not pressed to get one. I definitely want to get one for the tariff pricing hit, because they say get it now. The price is $450, and before the tariff price goes up. But I'm not pressed to get it. But yeah, I still won't be getting Mario Kart. I got it now. I got all the courses and everything, and I still don't play it. But yeah. Catch me out there. If not, I'll be chilling on my PS5, PC.
Thank you guys again for listening to us rant and rave about, not rant and rave in a good way, but rant and rave in a bad way. This Switch 2 launch. Happy gaming, guys. Bye.